Okay, and I'm live. All right, let me hit that recording right there. Hit my Audacity real quick, and I'm back. Hit this channel right there. All right, guys. Good morning. How you guys doing? So today's topic, and this will be episode 146, season 5. Don't have the crime scene. You know all about that good stuff, and I'm getting used to it now. So I'm getting used to what to do, how to do. It's not stressful. I got my script and everything like that. So I'm okay. The microphone's okay. And let's get into it. So welcome to the show. Hope all you guys are awake. Hope everybody's safe. So I was looking at the news a little while ago when I woke up, New Orleans on Bourbon Street. And I was just talking to a homegirl, Ange and her boyfriend just came from New Orleans a few days ago. And she was just, like, I can't believe all that stuff happened, stuff like that. She just was down there. And I know quite a few people, Charles and Kim, because Kim's based out of, she's a traveling nurse, stuff like that. And Chuck's retired. But I think they were just in London not too long ago, and they flying back to New Orleans now. It's a tragedy. I don't know if you know what you do with that, It's one of those things where, hold on a second, guys. Because, I have to record it this way, too. So I recorded like 3 or 4 times. And give me 1 second. And my ignorant ass. Hold on a second. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let me put this back over here. Okay. All right. Now we got a few things. So let me go over again. So season 5, episode 146. Don't have a crime scene morning show, and good stretch. And I get up. First thing I do is I get up, wake up, turn TV on, get some light on, turn the light on, and then after that, brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, and I'm up and work out right after this. Jesus, I don't want to work out. All right, so I was going to do 3 topics. We don't have that much time, so I'm going to just do 1 topic this morning. And I'm getting used to this. Please press the subscribe button and be a subscriber. I guess that's what it's called. And you find all your up-to-date stuff for us. What we're going to teach as far as the podcast, as far as we go out there and train everybody. So topic today is going to be intake diversion. I'm going to get Dustin on. That's Dustin Dutton from Humane Law and Service Training. I'm going to get him on so he can talk more about it. I know a lot of people do it. I know it's this best practices now to do this intake diversion. I don't know if it works. I don't know. And okay. If you have animals coming in, can you slow down the intake of animals coming into the shelter? Yeah. Is it a good thing? I don't know. As far as public safety wise, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's good or not, because if it's a problem animal, I think you want that problem animal out of the house. So it's not being a problem or nuisance. It doesn't open itself to being abused by the people because they didn't want it. Or it's not a nuisance to the community. Hold on a second. It's not a nuisance to the community. And what do you do with these people who want to give up their animals? And why do they want to give them up? And some people say, well, they don't have a good enough support system around them. And, it's the community should help them help their dog. Now, I don't know how that shit work, but the old saying, it takes a village to raise a kid. I understood that when I was growing up. If your mom wasn't there, your pops wasn't there to beat your ass if you do something wrong, somebody else would kind of whoop your ass, stuff like that. Is it the same way with the animals? Should, like, my neighbor help me raise my dog? Or should the block help me raise my dog? Or do you have dogs that belong to the neighbor and everybody take care of it? I've seen it happen with cats all the time. Dogs, somewhat. But what do you do to prevent these dogs coming in? Because all this leads into, because this is going to be a big topic, intake diversion versus RTOs versus overcrowding. It's one big hodgepodge, I think. Intake diversion, it's when I say it's new to me, I've seen it, but I don't know if it really works, because when you have somebody who wants to give up the animal for whatever reason, Okay. A lot of them say I'm moving. Some say inflation. Some say I just don't want a dog anymore. They might have got the dog during COVID. What do you do? Because if the shelter's already full, they don't want your dog. Okay. And if it's, and I do not want to harp on no kill. I don't want to, because again, a lot of people don't know what that is. They don't even know what the term means. So I don't want to harp on that. But when you have a shelter that doesn't euthanize for space, it's, that's another thing. What do you do with that? Do you create space for the incoming animals? What if you have an emergency? What if you have a hoarding situation? What if you have a storm? What do you have? If you have an influx of 40 dogs coming in, do you have a temporary shelter that you put up? Do you have what's that thing? MOU with another agency or another county where they can help get some of these dogs? I don't know. But the whole thing with somebody says, well, I want to give them a dog. And you say, well, this month is full. You have to wait 2 months to bring your dog in. Could that be a problem? Could that be a public safety problem? Yes and no, and maybe so. I think if they don't want it for a particular reason and it's giving them problems, go get the dog. All right. And we're talking about dogs 99% of the time. We're not really talking about the cats. But if you have a problem dog, for whatever reason it is, especially if it's a fractious, skittish, scared, it's been abused, or kids picking on it, kicking down the street, you might want to take that dog and stop the abuse at home and don't turn it into a fear biter. And then what do you do when you have at shelter? Well, how long do you hold on to it? Another subject. But the in-tech diversion, does it actually work? Because RTOing and a lot of old school ACOs, we don't use that other word when they call us that word, but some of them just like to pick up and bring to the shelter. We try to RTO it, return owner, if possible. Everybody should by this time have a microchip scanner on a truck. You should have a card, and it should tell you, by the first, I think, 3 digits after you scan them, which microchip company you have to call. And now this is the thing I couldn't get. And I know everybody has to go on holiday, and I know everybody has to go on vacation. But when you say you're 24/7, it means you're 24/7. I called the microchip, and they was like, "Yo, a microchip company last week when I picked up a dog with a chip, big beautiful Cane Corso, beautiful dog, big blockhead sucker." And I called up one of them, and it's like, "Yo, so due to the holidays, we're not here. I'll leave a message." Well, if you're 24/7, you're 24/7. You can't have 24/7 in your title of who you are and not be 24/7. How that shit work? Okay. And then I called home again, and it came right up. And I get no props, and I'm not, dogging anybody out. But if you're 24/7, you're 24/7, right? So I wasn't able to get that dog back to the owner because that owner, I went straight to voicemail. But I got all the information. So I was like, damn, what do you do? And when you pick up a dog, beautiful looking dog, neat, smells good and everything like that. Big old healthy dog. Excuse me. He accidentally got out. Something happened where they wasn't watching for a second, or visiting dog, donated neighborhood, got out the latch. Something like that. Just got out. And and you're like this, damn, if I pick this dog up, has a microchip and can't get back to owner, and the person lives far, how long we have, it's all like nonsense. So picked him up, big dog, 118 pounds, big dog. And just a little spooky, a little scary, but good dog. Brought him back and everything. And the owner came in the next day and got him. What happened was, I was just finished picking up a potbelly pig call. I know, potbelly pig call around the corner. They found it, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before. And they said, hey, again, when we're closing, when it's getting dark, can you come get this little pig? I'm like, really? Okay. So I go there and I get another call directly around the corner from it, about 2 minutes away at Kohl's, the department store, some teenagers holding a dog. I was like, okay. So I go over here and I pick up the potbelly pig, and everyone's like, well, did you chase it around? No, no. You first of all, you see how friendly it is, very friendly, and you get a towel or a blanket. I try to tell you, it's one of the things you should have in your gear. And I just picked his ass up, and he screamed a little bit, cuffed him up, put him on that truck and everything. And then I went right around the corner, maybe 2 minutes away, right around the corner, and I went past this construction site where the owner was. And he just lost track of his dog. Didn't know. I mean, rode right past him probably because that's sort of construction. He was there as a contractor working right over there, building something over here. And his dog was maybe 400 yards from him. Who knew? Who knew? And he was upset he couldn't find his dog. But I think we left a message or called him. He came down on that Friday because it was Thursday when I got him. He came down Friday morning, got great dog. But winner chicken dinner if you have a microchip. So shout out to people who get their microchips done. It's one of the best things you can do for your dog is a permanent ID. And for me and y'all, you have to be a good scanner. Okay, I was never the best scanner. I used to get dogged out when I was in Maryland. Like, yo, you got to scan better. I'm like this. Well, motherfucker, it shouldn't move. Yeah, they will migrate sometime to the shoulders, not down the back. Maybe it's possible. Don't know. But the little chip thing will migrate shoulders, possibly down the legs, possibly. Okay, don't ask me how that happens, but most time it's behind the neck, shoulder blades in between. And if you ever gave a microchip, you know exactly where it goes. Okay, it's like boop right there, and it shouldn't go anywhere. But be a good scanner, scan it a few times, and hopefully get that animal back quickly. I think a lot of people think we like pick up the animals all the time, but we really try to get the animals back and RTO them, give them a warning, give them some education, and say, hey, make sure you keep your dog up, yada, 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 yada. And it's a good thing. It's a win-win because we don't have to bring the dog in because I don't know the percentages, but a lot of dogs that come in don't go back out. And the owners, for whatever reason, don't check their phones or don't check the shelters. They might look in the neighborhood, depending on if the dog is a wanderer, because have some dogs that, don't you love the responsible pet owner? That's what they say they are. When they just let the dog out to go pee and shit, and they go wander the neighborhood and they call them right before they get about to leave. And the dog's like, bro, I'm free. Fuck y'all. Right. And, he just takes off and everything. And, he might come back. And the neighborhood knows him and knows to just hold him or bring the dog back. Okay. That's a nuisance. But a lot of people won't call on that a lot. They're like this, oh, it's just whatever name's dog. But that should get old. That should get old. Now, again, going back to intake diversion, should you schedule animals to come in if they're surrendering them? If they're, it could be a medical issue, right? Or should they say, well, I don't have the money to put my animal down. Can I, give them to y'all like that? It was like, well, yeah, you got to wait. Well, okay. What's the wait? I don't know. And is this an animal you're going to adopt? Now, that's always a choice if they're surrendering the dog. Because most time they say when you sign everything, basically say you sign over the rights and everything, and we have the right to adopt this animal or euthanize the animal or whatever. And I would say, I don't know what the weight would be unless you just full, and you want to hold on to the dog. I don't get it. Because if the animal is aggressive, pick the fucking animal up. If it's a bite case or potential bite case, pick the animal up. Just pick them up. Because I don't want to have a give up or surrender turn to a bite case, turn to a dangerous animal. Because that shit happens all the time. And y'all tell me if this diversion works. I don't know. I know a lot of shelters have limited space. And I know a lot of shelters are crowded. Another chapter. The overcrowdedness, another chapter. Because I think Smart Sheltering is out there. It's promoted by was a big agency, and my boy Dan promotes it a lot. I just got to see it work. I have no idea does it work. I just need to see it work. Because the thing is, you have taxpayers, who's like, okay, I want services, and that's what they pay us. Well, do we go out there? Is this part of public safety of picking up their animal that they don't want? Now, that's a problem. If it's your animal, bring him in. If he's a problem, bring him in if you're able to. I was talking to Miriam the other day in Missouri, and she had a bite case. And I can't give you the specifics of it, not specifics of it, Kevin. And it was one of those that everybody in the house was scared of it. Everybody, because it bit the owner and bit somebody else recently. So what do you do? And what do you do? And how do you go about going inside and getting that dog? And we talked about it. And because again, if you never got a big angry dog that's inside a bathroom that's pissed off and is biting everybody, well, how do you go in there? How do you maneuver? How do you open the door if the dog's behind the door? And how big is the bathroom? And what's going on? And you know, when you get in there, you're going to a small space. The dog should back up. Okay, it should back up just because your presence. The dog should back up. Now, it might come at you, but it should back up. It should bite your pole, stuff like that. So you're going to see all the blood and everything. And it's when you put your loop on, stuff like this on alligator roll. Now, for all you guys who don't use catch poles and think that, control poles, you think they're the worst thing ever, your bag of treats and your magical leash, good luck with that shit. But when you're trying to, I guess, apprehend known biter, you should use a control pole. Sorry. Again, I don't think that's dumb. I don't think that's being evil. I think you should just use a control pole to your advantage and have a little backup, because once you go in there, if you have to go in there at all, it might just stick his head right in the pole and you just pull, inside a loop, you can pull him out. Doesn't always happen. Now, if you've seen my, our tactical animal handling, you'll see me at 3:00 in the morning with a body cam on, go in and get a very aggressive, very, very aggressive dog, less than a minute. I mean, it was less than a minute because this dog was extremely aggressive and had a big area to maneuver. And if it's in the bathroom, small area. It should be an easy way to go in there and get them, apprehend them. All right. Only thing is small space. So you gotta know what you're doing. Big space, but this dog was hyper aggressive coming towards me, and he damn near stuck his head in the loop. I said, "Gotcha." And after that, you go for a ride. You know, when they're spinning, you turn the pole. We all know that, okay? If you didn't, turn the pole so you don't have to collapse and choke them out, all right? But again, turn as they spin and do the alligator roll. And use your voice, talk to them, calm them down. Sometimes put a little blanket over them, calm them down, pat them a little bit, say it's okay. After they say, you all right? Get them up. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. And be careful on the dragging part. You might pull towards you a little bit, depending on where you have to go. And now sometimes, if it's small proximity to get him on that truck and it's an emergency situation, you got to get his ass out of there. Okay, 1-800, you got to drag that ass sometime, okay? Seriously, because the coaxing and stuff like, you don't have time, okay, depending on what the situation is. Now go back. So the intake diversion, does it work? I don't know. Is it a problem? I don't know. You leaving the dog there, or you give them, and I get it. But is it a service for them surrendering animals? Do they pay a charge for surrendering the animals? I don't know, because every place is different. It's just, everybody's different. And I'm like, could this work? It's going to slow down the numbers of animals coming in. So maybe you can balance it out. Because it looks like all these crowded shelters, so many animals not being moved. And then I know, we have everybody flipping dogs. Well, maybe it's past tense because I don't know who's flipping dogs now, because a lot of people don't want dogs now. And I don't know. A lot of people like, it's not like 19, 18, 17. I think you have people still buying dogs and still selling dogs like that. And that's what I was going to say. With this big overbreeding of these dogs now, in particular, like 2 or 3 types of dogs. No, shit, might be 4 types of dogs. Labradoodles, golden doodles, and I heard of a sheepadoodle thing. What is the thing with all this mixing these dogs and making other dogs? I think we have enough breeds already. And why is this the thing? That's another conversation. That is another conversation. All right. Let's get into this a little bit more and get you guys out of here because my time is almost up this morning. Glad you guys are awake. Hope everything's going safe for you. Please give me a topic, send me a topic, text me a topic, call in, leave a comment. Also subscribe. I got to learn how to say push the button. It's just weird. And it's every morning, huh? So I'm 20 minutes in and a few seconds over. I go on for maybe another minute. So again, you know where to reach us on the podcast, and we talk about some updating schedules, all that stuff coming in. I think we're good on that. All right. So next topic tomorrow will probably be, I don't know, I'm going to do overcrowding. I don't know, but I'll have a good topic, and I try to put that on Facebook or LinkedIn, stuff like that. So you guys be privy of what we're going to talk about. All right. That was today's show, and I'll talk to you guys later, and we're going to stop that stream right there and stop that there. Stop that right there. Stop that right there. And where's the other one? Stop that right there. All right. And let me turn the mic off.